Hey folks, Ed here with the second part of my Shadows Over Innistrad 5-match sealed league. Now, if you haven't seen the first part where I go over the card pool and the deck construction, a link will be appearing above my head. You can click on that and that should take you to the first part. As a brief recap though, we have created a predominantly black and red deck with a splash of green, mostly due to having Arlinn Kord in our card pool, and she is a planeswalker that when she shows up in your card pool, she's kind of hard to pass up, so I really needed to go with her. As well, I discussed that I'm going to be doing these sets of videos for this league a little bit different than I've done leagues in the past. In the past, I would release the first part and then the next two parts, usually matches 1 and 2 at least, all on the same day. Then behind the scenes, I would actually be playing most of the next matches back to back to back after that, and then releasing them the following week. So even though you guys are getting 3 parts and then 3 parts, the week in between the 3 parts and 3 parts, if you guys gave me feedback, I couldn't really act on it because I've already played all the matches. So Hans, who is a commenter who has left me advice on, I believe, the Eternal Masters League before, had mentioned that I could possibly not play all the matches back to back to back, maybe play the first match and then give you guys a few days to sort of like sound off on the deck. Let me know what you think, what could be improved, this and that, the other thing, and then play the following matches after I can actually act on some of your feedback. Now, I had been sort of toying with the idea of doing something like this myself, so it seemed like a good idea when someone else said it as well too. So I decided to go with it. So in this instance, I'm going to be playing this match, and then if you're watching it when it comes out, it's going to be Monday. It should be Monday night on the day it's being released. I will not play another match until Friday night at the latest of this coming week. This will give you guys about 4 or 5 days to sound off. Let me know what you think of the deck. What do you think could use improvement? As well too as comment on some of the plays that I made in the first match. Basically, just give me the type of feedback that you've been giving me so far. And by the way, thank you guys very much for all the feedback lately. It's been really, really helpful. Then after the end of the week, when I start playing the matches again, I can just take the feedback. I can sort of like process it all in my head, decide, you know, maybe if I want to make any changes. And by the way, I do reserve the right to make the final decisions, obviously, on this deck. So please don't be annoyed or upset if I make the mistake of not taking your advice, because I think there's going to be probably some conflicting advice. And if that's the case, I obviously can't act on everyone's advice. Also, this is currently just an experiment, so I'm not saying all leagues are going to be done like this from here on out, but I figured, you know, it's worth the shot trying it at least once. Then, once I've played the last 4 matches, I will be posting those, most likely on a Monday. I'm not sure if I'll be posting all 4 on the same Monday. I might post 3 of them and then 1 a little bit later on the week, just because it's a lot of editing to have to do all at once, but still, I'll try to get them all together as quickly as possible. But now that all that is said, let's hit the play button, let's get to this first match and see how we do. Okay, here we are in the first match. This is not the greatest opening for us. We don't have a swamp. We do have a turn 1 play. We are on the draw. Okay, against my better judgment, I'm going to keep this and then hope we draw into a swamp sometime soon. Swamp? Excellent. Okay, so now we decide whether we want the Indulgent Aristocrat or the Insolent Neonate. I think we want the Indulgent Aristocrat, just because I want the Insolent Neonate to be able to bring out twins, so I want it to be able to last longer than the first turn. Plus, the Indulgent Aristocrat can gain his life if he doesn't have a turn 2 play, which I find unlikely. Okay, so that worked out well for us. So I'm just going to go ahead and swing in with the Aristocrat here. Do they have Raise the Alarms? No. Is Raise the Alarms in this? Raise the Alarms seems to be in like every set, so I wouldn't have been surprised. And then hopefully next turn I can madness out the twins. So a pretty decent start. We were lucky to draw into that swamp right off the bat, so this has worked out well for us so far. They too have a Westvale Abbey. Okay. That's not great for us, but Now he can't block the Neonate because it has Menace, so I'm going to swing in with the Neonate. And I think I'm going to hold off to the end of his turn to bring out the twins. Okay, the Cathar. Oh, it didn't attack. Okay, well then let's do this then. Discard a card. Cast it. Kind of wish I drew into a fourth land. It's not the end of the world, but still, it's not super great for us. Now, he can kill the twins by double blocking. So do we want to swing in with the twins? Yeah, you know, I'm going to swing in with the twins. And no blocks. Excellent. So now we're going to bring out the Accomplice. So the other good thing about having the Aristocrat out is I can give +1/+1 to the twins. It's on each vampire, right? Not each other vampire. Yeah, so this could be quite useful for us. True Face Sensor might be a bit difficult for us to deal with, but still okay. At least it trades with the twins if it's I mean I can take it out by double blocking. I just don't know if that's the right play. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to... Okay, that'll put 2 flyers. I'll put a flyer into the field. Okay, so you know what? Yeah, I think I'm going to double block. This may be a mistake. It gets it off the board. He's tapped out. Now we can... No, we don't want the Ghoul Caller's Apprentice, so... I can bring out Explosive Apparatus, which is pretty much the only thing I can do here. I'm going to go ahead and swing in with the twins again. Be really nice if we could grab another land. I mean, we have so much with 4, and then a lot can take off for us, but we're not going anywhere. I can always Merciless Resolve. I just don't want to have to... I might have wanted to hold on to one of these guys, and... Well, I can bring out the zombie as well, too, right? Yeah, but I still know I need 4 to bring out the zombie, so I can't even bring out the zombie to sacrifice to Merciless Resolve. That's fine. Damn. Well, let's go ahead and swing in with the twins. I can always... If he pulls some sort of trick which is going to kill the twins, I can always resolve to draw 2 cards. Yeah, let's do this instead. Sacrifice a creature. Get to draw 2 cards. Excellent. Perfect. Just what we needed. Another land. Okay, so now things should be able to start taking off for us a little bit. We don't have a green source, so we can't cast Arlinn, but we can cast anything else now in our hand, and a Cursed Witch will probably be the next thing I cast. Duskwatch Recruiter, which as we know is a very, very good card. Now he's probably going to move it over, so I can't do the apparatus. Okay. I think... the best move is just to use the apparatus here. So I can get rid of the Dusk Watcher. Like right now. Maybe no. No, not right now. I mean, I could wait, cast at instant speed. I really want to get this off the board, actually. So we're just going to go ahead and... He could buff it, though. Well, at least they use that. So, yeah, we don't have anything to cast here. So he's got a pretty good board state right now. Ulvenwald Mysteries. Oh, man, the guy's playing all my favorite cards. Okay, so we can Murderous Compulsion that. How do we want to do this? So, it doesn't look like we're going to be able to madness this out, so I may want to... If we do 2, that'll leave us 3. Bring that out. At the very least, it'll be a chump blocker. We're going to Murderous Compulsion you. So we got to use the ability once. Unluckily, just once. Guessing he didn't get blanked, because if he got blanked, there'd be no decision, so he's probably got a choice of some pretty good cards. Okay. And gets to investigate, so that's excellent for... I'm going to keep this up and chump block the Harvest Hand, just to sort of gain back a bit of tempo here. And also prevent us from taking 4 more damage. Oh, it's got Menace, doesn't it? Oh, it's got Flying, that's what it is. So yeah, so that's not going to be blocking. Damn. I don't think we have anything with Flying. I don't think we have any of our removal left. So I think we're pretty much screwed. Unless there's something with removal that I don't remember. Yeah, the flying aspect is Thraben. And he can still bring out like a 1/1 spirit at any point. So we need something pretty impressive, and I don't think we have anything here that does it, right? No, we don't have anything here that does it. So we're just going to go ahead and concede and move on to the next game and hope it goes a little bit better than the first one did. Okay, now I have no way of dealing with flyers, so I think I need to move in more removal or bring in the Watcher in the Web. I mean, maybe Crow of Dark Tidings isn't a bad idea. Geist Blast, maybe? Dual Shot? He had the ability to create tokens, so maybe Dual Shot's going to be not too bad. Geist Blast may be an idea as well, too. Let's take out the Hulking Devil. Put in Dual Shot. I don't know if that's going to be enough. Maybe Geist Blast. Or maybe Watcher in the Web. You know what? We're gonna submit this and see how it goes. Okay, would we like to play first? Yes, let's play first this time around. And, well, we have everything. We can get Kord out on 4. And we have Rancid Rat. So we have a turn 2 play, so it's not actually the worst ever. So let's go ahead and keep this. This may work out better for us. They're deciding if they want to mulligan down to 6, and they do not. Swamp and pass the turn. Loam Dryad. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and bring out the rats. Now with the Loam Dryad, obviously we're not going to be able to sneak in with Skulk, but okay, so the Gargoyle. Going for a pretty aggressive start. The Moorland Drifter. So that does not have flying yet, which is good for us. Bloodsworn can't block, so why don't we just do this? Okay, so next turn we can bring out Kord. Man, that Recruiter, nice one to get early. You know what? I'm going to take out the Drifter with the Rats, because I'm more worried actually about the Drifter than the Recruiter. So why don't we do that? Especially considering I want less that can attack Arlinn. So let's do this. Okay, so Bloodsworn can't block anyway, so we might as well swing in. We're looking at probably... Yes. Puncturing Light? Is that what it is? Puncturing Light. Yeah, Puncturing Light. And now we bring out Arlinn. And Flipper. So Defender can't attack, does not have the mana to transform it. You can swing in with Duskwatch Recruiter if she wants to, or they want to. Sorry, I'm thinking of Arlinn. And then next turn as well, we can bring out the Golem, which is good for us. And we can start picking people off, creatures off with Arlinn. Censor. Their hand's almost drained. Attaching the Censor, okay. So we're going to chump with the Wolf. They're both going for her. So we're going to chump the Recruiter with the Wolf. See what we get. The Duelist. We're going to, put her down to 1. To do 3. Bring out the Golem, which is a decent blocker for us, and we should be okay. They're still off of being able to transform the Gargoyle, which is good. Inspector. Works out well for them. They get some card draw. Plus, they can still put the Truth Face Sensor on if they want to tap the Gargoyle. Yep. Okay. Let's bring the Swamp out. Now, we can do the Duelist. But actually, I would prefer for that to block. So why don't we instead... Let's +1 her. So now that it's got haste and vigilance. Attack. See if they'll make the chump. They will not make the chump. Do I want to bring the Duelist out? Or do I want to wait? I think I'm going to hold on to my hand. We're not in a super, super safe position yet, but we're in a pretty good position. It's unfortunate that they got a bit of card draw at the end. Okay, this is going to help them as well, too. They'll have to tap something down to sacrifice it, though. Okay, that's not the creature I thought they would tap down. But they can always move the True Face Sensor over to the Gargoyle. Though it's just got Defenders, so... Now, I can give this both Trample and Haste when it comes out. I think I'm going to go ahead and do the Flameblade Angel. Yeah, let's do the Flameblade Angel. I'm going to leave the Golem up so it can block. And then with a combination of maybe giving +2/+2 and Uncaged Fury, I might be able to take the game next turn, but that's getting a little ahead of ourselves. Only one card in hand. Giving it flying. I'm not blocking that. And we should win. So we're going to go ahead and swing in. Excellent. Whew. Okay, good. I was a little bit worried about letting it take out Arlinn, but it tapped them out. I was fairly certain okay, anyways, it worked out, so there's no sense second guessing myself now. It did end up being the right decision, but I was a little bit worried that something would happen that would just completely ruin it for us. Still, we got the win. Let's hope that the third game goes as well. Okay, once again, we're in a position where we do not have... And in this hand, I think we definitely need a black source. I mean, we can always sacrifice the Neonate for an extra draw. You know what? I'm going to keep it. Probably shouldn't, but I'm going to keep it. Because we are on the draw here. So hopefully we can draw into a swamp. Okay, so they start off with the Vessel. Didn't start off into a swamp, but we can bring out the Village Messenger first. Oh, and it has haste, and I missed an attack. So if we lose by 1 health... God. What a dumb move. Oh, just do the Vessel. Just do the Vessel. No, you're keeping it up for that, aren't you? Okay. Excellent. So we drew into a swamp, which is great for us. And yeah, we'll swing in. We're walking into something here. Oh, we're not walking into something. Okay, so then let's do this. Okay, that's good. And this. Now, it's going to flip, unfortunately, but I'd rather have a larger board presence. Hermit. Okay, now... I'm going to swing with the Neonate because it's got Menace, and we can. And I think... Do I bring out Nobles, or do I hold up for Twins? You know what? I think I'm going to push the... No, I'm going to hold up for Twins. I'm going to use the Neonate to hold up for Twins. Because Intruder will flip. They'll flip too, but... Geist. Okay. Do I sacrifice the Intruder? Because this is actually casting a spell on his turn, and I don't think I want to do that. They'll draw 2 cards, which will suck. So maybe... we'll do that instead. Don't know if that was the right choice, but we made it, so... I can bring out... Let's bring out the Abbey. And I'm going to bring out... I'm going to bring out the Bloodsworn. Because I'm probably just going to sacrifice it. That may seem weird, but... it probably seems quite weird. I mean, it can't block. They've got air support superiority anyways, so they'll be able to easily block the Bloodsworn. I'll let that... Do I let that go through? Or do I sack this to make these 2... No, I'm going to let this go through. Okay. What are they going to cast now? Intrepid Provisioner. And the end step, I'm just going to go ahead and... So now I can hard cast the Twins. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hard cast the Twins. So now we have some decent blockers up. Still can't do anything about the Apothecary Geist. If it wants to attack with it. We do have lifelink, so we have the possibility of gaining back some life. I'm okay with this. And if we get something super cheap, I can get this to flip. Lone Dryad. Are they going to cast anything else? Moorland Drifter. They're still 2 off from Delirium. This is going to flip. Okay, so they're going wide. That makes sense. That makes sense. Oh, wow. This could be really good for us. You know, I'm going to bring out the Vampire Nobles. I'm going to hold up for Uncaged Fury. Yeah, they've only got 1 card left in hand. They'll get to draw a card off of it, but it could really, really work out well for us. We also have next turn, if we want, we can just start creating 1/1s for our Aristocrat to start sacrificing, so that could be good for us as well, too. Could leave us with a pretty strong board state. So this will go up to a 6/6. So we'd be taking 6, 7, 8. It would tap them down though. Okay, so this would be a 4. This would turn into a 4/6. I could make it a 4/7 so it could actually survive that. No, I can't. I can't do it because I can either just do one or the other. But I could end up killing it by losing 2 creatures in total. No, I'm going to hold off. I'm not going to block. Okay. So they're going to cast something now for sure. That was a play that I really wasn't sure of, because I could make this, I could either spend 2 to make this, to sacrifice one of mine and make this a 4/6, or I could do this to make it a 4/6 with double strike, which would kill this. Okay, so the Dire Swine. End step. Do I want to sacrifice something now? Do I want to just like sacrifice the Vampire Noble? Just to start pumping these things up. Okay. It's going to be an interesting game. Might be better to bring out the Angel here. Because I can bring out the Angel, and that'll make it so that he can't just keep swinging in cheaply with a Apothecary Geist. I can leave everything up. I'm going to leave everything up. This doesn't have Delirium yet. So it doesn't have Trample. Okay, let's do this. I'm going to go through my turn. That flips, which sucks, but whatever. That's really unfortunate for us. We may want to keep Uncaged Fury now. Yeah. We have Flameblade Angel, so that'll swing in, uncontested. 7, 8, 9. Okay. Is there any possible way we can make it out alive? This has got lifelink. We can bring out a flyer. We can also transform the Abbey into a 9/7. Let's go ahead. I think we're going to have to swing in with the Indulgent Aristocrat. If we swing in with the Indulgent Aristocrat, that'll put us out of Apothecary Geist range. This has got Menace, so he's got to double block it. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up. We've got 5 attackers. So at least the Insolent Neonate would get through. But we need a blocker because we can take 9 next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's... Gonna attack with the Neonate to gain some life. Seven, 8, 9. So we need to gain 10 from this, which is doable. So if it becomes a 4/4, we'll gain 8. 4/4 first strike. If it becomes a 5/5, we'll gain 10. Okay, so let's do this. Yeah, let's... Take care of that. We're at 11. Okay. Oh, okay, and it survives. So we're okay so far. We're still taking 9 next turn for sure, possibly more. We can bring out a chumper next turn in Flameblade Angel. Now, they do have the spell that gives +2/+2. Okay, so we're still okay. And they're running out the hand. That's fine. This is okay. This is not the worst for us. So we swing in with the Indulgent Aristocrat because we need the extra life, and then I can bring out the Angel. Right? Yeah, let's do that. Because we need the extra life for sure. See if he blocks. See if they block. This is a tense game. This is a tense game for me. Now, I can't survive if it's 5. Okay, yeah, so I definitely need the blocker. Because, let's see, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that'll put us up to 6. Yeah, because I need all 6 to bring out the Angel. They'll get extra draw, which is wonderful for them. Okay. So we have to block the Dire Swine. They get to draw. This is a tense game. Man, this is a tense game for me. I don't know if it's tense for you guys to watch. Probably not, because by the time I edit, it seems like a very, very short video. I'm also only at 3 minutes, 25 seconds. But I think at this stage of the game, that's actually not bad. Drawing again. Okay, so this makes it so they can't possibly do Quilled Wolf. I think they're looking for something to bump the Swine. Yeah, so we have to block the Swine. Because if we block the Swine, 3, 4, 5, so we'll be at 1. So if they have any sort of pump spell, and they probably do in their hand at this point, we're going to have to go ahead and just accept our losses. Always yield. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. It hadn't hit Delirium yet. Oh, wow. Okay, so we're a little bit better off than I thought a second ago, so... Okay. It's a tense game. we need something to deal with the flyer. Oh, man. Can I get 5 creatures out? No, I can't get 5 creatures out. Yeah, so let's... 15. Okay, let's do... We have to draw here, right? Like, I don't see any other way around it. We have to draw. I'm going to sacrifice, obviously, the land, draw 2 cards, a mountain, which doesn't really help us. So I think, yeah, we're dead in the water here, aren't we? We can plunge in. I mean, we need something to deal with the flyers. So we're gonna have to discard a card and draw a card. Discard a card, and we drew a swamp. So no. So we're gonna wish our opponent, say, good game. Granted, they don't know what we have, so let's not do that yet. Let's not tip our hand that we don't have something that can win in the end, even though we all know that we don't. So if they swing an attack, then we'll, and I can't see why they wouldn't. Good games. Good luck in your next round. Good games, you too. So that was nice of them. So there you go, folks. That was the first match of the league done. The third game of that match I thought was really, really interesting to play. I'm never sure if a game that is interesting to play, because sometimes those are the longer ones, are as interesting to watch or not. But I really enjoyed the third game. The second game, obviously, because we won, that was fun too. The first one, we didn't do too well, but we had a much, much better showing in the following 2 games. However, as promised, I will not play another match until at least Friday night. So when you guys get a chance to watch this, if it's before the Friday that this video came out, the Friday following when this video came out, feel free to leave, like, you know, any sort of feedback, advice, comments. If you just want to wish me luck, leave that in the comments section below as well too. And like I said, I can't guarantee that I can act on everyone's advice or opinions, but at least this will give you guys a window in which I actually can, as opposed to me just going off now and playing the rest of the matches and not being able to follow through on anything you guys say. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I've already mentioned about leaving comments before, so I won't mention that again. However, if you'd like to follow or contact us on Twitter, it is at BrainPulpTV, or you can follow or contact me directly on Twitter at GeekTragedy. Now, with all that said, take care, everyone. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. It means a lot to us here, and I'll see you all very soon.